until something horrific happens, losing someone in a fire.
Whether you live in a home or an apartment, there are simple steps to take to at least have a fighting chance should a fire break out. We have Lieutenant Matt Hertzfeld with the Toledo Fire and Rescue here with us this morning, and obviously a wealth of information to help some folks out.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far, but it's a place to start.
I think so. But a rough morning for you guys today.
We did. It was a tough start this morning. We had crews on Lawrence this morning. Pretty well advanced home fire, a vacant building, and 2 of our firefighters did suffer some minor injuries. Unfortunately, I can tell you that they're okay, and they've been released from the hospital since then.
Good. So we see a number of those vacant house fires around the city. Talk about just how dangerous those can really be.
Well, it's not only a danger to our firefighters, it's a danger to those neighborhoods as well. Depending on how far that fire is advanced, it can spread to those homes next door. And that's why when we talk about fire safety, it's especially important if you have a home that's for sale or vacant, because these fires can happen anywhere in the city. So smoke alarms and escape plans are very, very important to have.
So if you are that person who owns that vacant home, you may not have a tenant at the time, obviously very important for those folks to be taking care of those properties.
Absolutely. Again, smoke alarms. In the city of Toledo, all residences are required to have a smoke alarm. We have a smoke alarm program where if you need them, you can receive them for free. So there really is not a reason not to have a smoke alarm in your home, and we like to see them on every level of your home, inside and outside sleeping areas, and with that an escape plan. Everyone in that home has to know what to do, because sometimes you can have a fire in a home that separates family members. So it's important that everyone knows what to do.
Oftentimes, folks hear the chirping in their homes.
Oh, the battery.
That's a sign that you need to change the battery, right?
That's a sign, absolutely. Many times it'll be joked that that's not some exotic bird losing your house. That's your smoke alarm battery that needs to be replaced. We try to time that through the year with the clock change as a simple reminder. But we really would like folks to check those smoke alarms on a monthly basis. Test them, make sure that they actually do alarm when they need to, and that the kids in the home especially, or anyone with special needs, knows what to do if they hear that smoke alarm.
And that's what I was going to say, with kids involved, and you talk about those escape plans. Any advice for parents? Obviously, you want to have a meeting place, things like that. Talk a little bit about how parents can organize that.
There's some basic things that we can do. When you hear that smoke alarm, get low. Our fire educator teaches the kids, get low and go. Well, that goes for adults as well. In a house fire, there could be about 100 degrees at floor level, but when you get up to head level, it can be upwards of 500-600 degrees, and you're talking about superheated gases and smoke that can sear your lungs and choke you and very quickly render you incapacitated to save yourself. So we like to see bedroom doors stay closed, smoke alarms in and outside those bedrooms, have 2 ways out. Have a main way out and then a backup way out. If it's near a window or those types of things, you can look into fire escape ladders or whatnot. But you really need to practice that. I did it with my own sons when they were young. Have them get in bed. Have them practice crawling out of bed. If they live upstairs, practice going down the stairs backwards. Check that door, make sure the door is not hot. So there's some basic things we can do to increase our chances of surviving a fire in your home.
And this is quite timely. Just Friday, a woman died in her apartment, an upper floor apartment, because of a fire. Oftentimes, it's not the fire that kills the individual, it's the smoke that you're talking about. What's the best way for folks to get out of an apartment if they're on the 2nd floor?
Well, again, have 2 ways out. Check that door, make sure that that door is not hot. If it is hot, go to a window, go to a balcony where you can try and summon help or gain attention from someone passing by. And you're correct, smoke does kill most people in home fires. And that's why it's important to have those smoke alarms and to have those bedroom doors closed, because if that smoke alarm goes off, that closed bedroom door buys you time from smoke entering that room that you're in. And you're right, that was sad Friday. And I'm tragically have to tell you that in January that we had 2 fire deaths, and all of last year we had 3. So this is not a way that we want to start out the new year. 270 people lost their lives nationwide in January of this year alone. So fire safety isn't really exciting or glamorous to talk about, but it's something that's very important to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about, the apartments, and I think that oftentimes people think there is only one way out of an apartment, but yeah, you have to think about those. A window might be your best chance.
That window or that balcony in an apartment building may be your last chance of survival. So have a plan for that. If you need to break a window, think about using a drawer or a lamp or something if the window is stuck. Think about getting out on that balcony. Think about having things there that you can hit against the wall or make noise to draw attention if it's at night or if the smoke is very heavy. It's the type of thing you really need to pre-plan for.
Now, you all have a great way to teach kids how to learn about fire safety over at the Fire Museum.
That's right. The Fire Museum, in conjunction with our fire educator, firefighter Denny Kakuthi, they have a fantastic program. They have a simulated room. It's called Jed's Room at the Fire Museum, where we fill it with simulated smoke so children and adults can actually practice that. And you can see that it is zero visibility. It's pitch black. Even in the middle of the day, you cannot see in that smoke. And it teaches them to check that door. It teaches them to find another way out as well. And they can actually climb out a window, or they can go to another window to try and raise attention. So it's a great avenue for us to teach that fire safety.
Absolutely. And obviously the fire department also has a ton of resources as well. You mentioned that those free smoke alarms.
Sure.
How can people go about getting that?
You can go to our website, ToledoFireRescue.com, and under Fire Prevention Bureau, there's materials that you can download in a PDF form. You can download a schematic to make an escape plan. You can download a smoke alarm request form. Any resident of the city of Toledo can download that form, complete it, and take it to any Toledo fire station and receive the smoke alarms that they need to keep them safe at no cost.
Great. All right. Great resources available. We appreciate you coming in today.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to talk about it.
Sure. Yeah. Hopefully we don't keep on that same route that we've been in January so far this year. All right. When WTOL 11 Daybreak returns, the real beginning of the 2016 presidential campaign is today. We're getting ready for tonight's Iowa caucuses.